Well, a new set of PBE is dropping tonight. I'm gonna show you 5 cards that you can play so you have an idea what to do, yeah? We have Kayle reroll. Kayle has like 4 levels. Every time you start her up, you get a new ascension. So 2-star Kayle gets a new effect, 3-star Kayle gets a new effect. The main idea is that you want to get Kayle to hit the 4th ascension because you get bigger waves, you get infinite range as well. That's a bit hard, but here are some ideas that you can, play around. First of all, you need like some sort of economy augment or rerolling augment. For example, the best one would be too much value, right? Second, you want to play around on Kayle, Leona, Sejuani, and LeBlanc. I'm gonna explain what does everything, okay? So first of all, you want to play the 3 solars, Leona, Sejuani, and Kayle. Good. And then you want to play on, because at some point this one can give you an artifact, right? So you can see here that after you block some damage, you get an artifact at some point. And the most important thing, and I think people didn't read, which is fine, is to play LeBlanc, alright? This LeBlanc unit has a 50% chance of cloning a unit from your board. Once you hit 3-star units, so for example, let's say that you hit Kayle 3-star, yeah? LeBlanc prioritizes the other units, right? So it helps you 3-star the units. Also, on top of the 50% chance, if LeBlanc gets a takedown, right, she gets 6% more, right? So in other ideas, you want to put items on LeBlanc as well if you can. You can build her full damage. The items that you see in this camp, don't believe they are best in slot. I'm just giving some suggestions. Maybe on Kayle Gunblade it's fine. Archange might be alright. So just try to play around that. Level 5 is like, again, Sejuani, Leona on Kayle and LeBlanc. Then at level 6 you can play maybe Zyra for rapid fire because it's very good for Kayle. So that's very good as well. So you can slow roll at level 5 if you are close to like hitting the 1-star units, because the 1-cast units, because you need a lot of them. But rolling at level 6, if you have too much value, it's fine as well. It's not optimized yet, but the main idea, you want to hit all the units 3-star, because the moment you hit 8 units 3-star, yeah, you see here with solars, all the units that you have 3-star transform into 4-star. And as we said, if you have like 3-star Kayle, 4-star Kayle, you get the 4th ascension, that gives you infinite range, and you get bigger waves, alright? It's a bit complicated, but just 3-star everything and try to stay alive, alright? Good. Then we have Veigar reroll. This is kind of similar to some Veigars that we had this set, but it's similar to other units that we had in the past as well. Pretty much Veigar can stack, right? Launch a giant blast at the target that deals magic damage, increased if they are below max health, blah 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 blah. If they die, permanently gain AP, alright? So you want to 3-star this Veigar, and you want a 3-star frontline unit as well. Rek'Sai would be the second most important unit, but if you can chase Kobuko, you can do that as well. This is a flexible board. You pretty much want to play around Veigar, Rek'Sai, Kobuko, and Soraka. The rest of the units can be flexible units. I would play this because I think it's like pretty easy to find most of these units. Eldritch kind of buffs your entire team, so that's very nice as well. And you want to put, of course, Veigar on the same side with the weaker enemy. Slow roll at level 4 and level 5, and try to hit your 3-star units as soon as possible, because if you take kills, you get more AP. These are the reroll comps. Now let's talk about some fast 8s, alright? We have Ezreal, which is very interesting. First of all, you need to understand that Ezreal is an executioner. Executioner, pretty much you get precision. Smaller words, you do not need IE on him, alright? If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. But I think it's better to itemize without it. Second thing that you need to understand about Ezreal is how it works. So every time he casts, he dashes away, right? He should stay in the 1st and 2nd row, so hopefully he doesn't go frontline. He has 30 mana, so blue buff or Sojin could be good, but I have this theory where maybe it's correct to make full damage, right? And every 5 casts, you do the ult from League of Legends, yeah, the big wave, and you can reach backline, and you can do a lot of damage. That's the main idea of having full damage, right? We don't know yet, but it's pretty good. You wanna get executioners for Ezreal. I'm pretty sure you get that with Azir. And if you play Azir, you wanna get like some Elderwood as well, and you can play, of course, Eldritch again because you buff your entire team. You get some summoners with Zyra, so you pretty much get a lot of stuff that you can play. There's also another version of this board. It's a bit of a cap board. Let me show it very fast. You can try to go from this board, as you can see, into this board, where you play Cannon for 3 Executioner, you play Gnar, you play an Amumu. Amumu, it's like Inferno together with Cannon, so you don't need anti-heal anymore. So you could transition that board into this. I think it can look, pretty good, especially because Cannon and Amumu have a crazy amount of CC, Gnar as well. You're gonna see it's gonna be like boom, 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 boom. Alright, Then we have some AP version of Fast 8. We have Soraka and Zyra duo. I think, again, with itemization, it's still kind of close. Soraka pretty much does a lot of damage on a unit, and if you casted already a star, you can cast again more stars and additionals around her, around the target, sorry. So you can do a lot of burst damage, if you want to call it like that. So she's a very good carry. Zyra spawns a lot of plants that can auto attack the enemy even if she like walks up or she's stunned, so that's pretty good. And Malphite is just an amazing giga tank. You can play around other units as well, but I would say like these 5 units you see here are pretty good. Again, you play to Inferno to have anti-heal and stuff like that. I think Flora Fatalis, it's not that, you know, crazy, but it's pretty good because I feel like, you know, max health heal for the lowest health ally is pretty good. If you play this and you have like maybe, I don't know, Shen 1-star or Yorick 1-star, be sure that you put these units in the front line so you don't heal them with Soraka because nobody cares, right? So this, you know, it's a decent comp, I would say. You can go for Fiddle 3 as well, but don't think it's like some, I don't know, crazy unit. He pretty much have the drain from League of Legends. It's alright. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, and for the last comp we have Aphelios. This Aphelios is very similar with the Aphelios we had like 3 sets ago, if you remember. Where he pretty much just like throws something in the center and explodes, and cool. A lot of damage. Looks pretty cool. I think you want to enable, when you play this, of course you want to enable Rapid Fire, and because you have a Varus Rapid Fire, you can play a Mumu, gives you anti-heal again, so you don't need to waste 2 components or making Morello or Sunfire and stuff like that. Then of course you want to have like some unit that can enable these Lunars, because actually Lunar Champions and Adjacent Allies gain attack speed and ability power, Lunar Champions gain more, so I guess you should do this, my bad. So you get attack speed with Lunars as well, so you play Diana for that. Diana, it's not a crazy good unit, she's alright, right? But it's decent here. You play Set because it's a decent tank, Amumu, amazing CC unit, and Krog can have, can give you some frontline, because the moment Krog dies, you split into 2 Krogs, so you get more units, so it's pretty much more frontline. I do not think this is the best version. I like this version because it gives you anti-heal, and because you get Blossom with Ahri, because maybe sometimes you have like extra items, and usually those items are AP, so pretty much Ahri can be a secondary carry. Again, this is a bit more experimental, and for sure you can cap this way higher because there's no really like a human reason to have like Varus as the, you know, endgame Rapid Fire. But for testing, I think this is a good starting spot, and with time, of course, you can replace some of these units with more expensive units like Cannon, maybe Ivern, maybe Gunnar and stuff like that, right? Okay, this was a quick rundown of the comps to play. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play tomorrow a lot, so if you wanna see that and you wanna see the new comps, you can come tomorrow on the stream. Also, I'll post all of them here. I'll leave the link in the description. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next videos.